एक पूरी हमने डिस्कशन की थी कि एज एन आर्किटेक्ट व्हेन यू आर कॉल्ड टू ए प्रोजेक्ट के जी जलजले के बाद आके बिल्डिंग को देखें, तो यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई कि प्लास्टिक हिंजेस कहां फॉर्म हो सकती हैं। वो पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट्स मैंने इंस्पेक्ट करने टू सी व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फेलियर, ग्लोबल और लोकल। ग्लोबल, लोकल तो यहां पे भी हो सकता है, यहां भी हो सकता है, ये ट्यूबलाइट के पास भी हो सकता है। For you to identify global failure, you'll have to see. So if you have to see कि यार is this pen going to be integral? Where is that particular point which you have to observe जहां पे से ये टूट सकता है? Where plastic hinges can form. So in this load scenario, I think this is the particular point. So if I have to inspect this pen, I'll see अच्छा यार यहाँ crack है, नहीं है. Now we get the point. Why we are studying plastic hinges or hinge formations, so that you can see what are those locations where you have to perform an inspection, a visual inspection. कि यहाँ cracks तो नहीं है. For that you need to know कि hinges कहाँ पे form करती हैं, and that's very simple. Hinges in column beam structures only form on column beam joints. Whenever there is a column beam joint, there is a chance of hinge formation. So that would be real hinge or plastic hinge. Plastic. Real hinges are formed only on. Yes. क्या बात है, आज तो सही energy flowing on the foundation, on the ground connection. Okay. So let's take another assembly, whatever it might be. It could be a simple table and chair. Where do you have your tables squeaking from? जब आपके टेबल होते हैं, वो जो स्क्वीक की आवाज आती है या हिल रहे होते हैं, वो कहां से होते हैं? जॉइंट से कहां होता है? यहां से होता है. सो यू हैव अ प्लास्टिक हिंज फॉर्मेशन हियर, ए चांस, एंड देन रियल हिंजेस हियर. ऐसे ही है. Look at the tables, look at the beds, look at steel frames, anything that is squeaking is always on the joints. That is why you need to make or reinforce these joints, or probably have stronger foundation so that these plastic hinges can be deterred. So if this beam is weak altogether, this can cause, let's say, a failure, but this failure will be local. The beam may be experience some kind of deterioration, but the frame overall, the building, the assembly will not collapse. So you see, again, this is an experiment where the hinge formation has been studied. Can you see what's happening here? Where do you see hinges happening? Absolutely on the joint. So I can draw this like this. What basically is a joint is that this building, if I look at this, and this is a 90-degree angle, you know, sir, right? This, any change in this degree means there is rotation. Okay, so if this tends to become like this and this, and I say this is now 96 and this is now 98, I say rotation has happened, and so forth over here as well. ऐसे ही है. So plastic hinges are your go-to when you are called upon to inspect a building and see if it's going to collapse or not. See again. This is how things happen. Plastic hinge has formed, and there is a collapse mechanism at play on the flat slab beam, flat slab and the column joint. Okay. Again, so you'll probably be given an elevation like this, and you'll have to identify plastic hinge formations. This could be in any kind. What kind of masonry is this? Infill masonry. Allah तेरा शुक्र है. 16वें लेक्चर पे ये पता लग गया. So, why do you see plastic hinge formation here like this and then like this? Why? Use your common sense. There is nothing technical here. What is this? Why? Why do you see it like this? Which one is a good one to have? This could be another question. Of the two buildings, which one is a better one to have form in a seismic activity? I'm going to have tear in my eyes. B, yes. Yes, so that all the dissipation is distributed amongst everyone. All the columns are participating. This is an exhibit that not all the columns are participating. They are actually a dead load. They are a mass on top of few columns. ये हमने पूरी discussion की थी. Participation of more and more columns. Well done. ये 16 हफ्ते कहाँ थी ये energy और knowledge? अच्छा. So this is an example, so that only participation came from the lower columns. Now, why did this happen? If the columns were there and the building was there, why? Just random answers, Hanji. Why? Plausible. Why? Foundation week का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है इससे. Why? Excellent. The mass can be higher on the topper floors. There are more reasons to it. Hanji, why? Shear wall. Shear wall अगर होती तो पूरी building होती, लेकिन इसमें है नहीं है. One of the good reasons could be that the column beam joint at the bottom flame, ये वाले, they were weak. They were weak and these were very strong. It can be negligence during construction में negligence, bad construction methodology, चोरी चकारी सरिया कम कर दिया, lot of things. Why would you assume कि जो मैंने drawing पे बनाया वही बनेगा site के ऊपर? When I used to do structural engineering, now I don't anymore. If I'm going to charge somebody 10 rupees a square foot for structure design, I would give him the drawings and I'll say bye bye. But if you would ask me कि जी आपने इसको supervise करना है, then we charge 2% of the project. Because then the whole responsibility falls on your shoulder. Then you have to sign every document कि जी मैंने plane beam check की, मैंने ये check किया, मैंने ये check किया, जो architect से भी करनी होती by the way. So these can be stronger and these could be weaker, or maybe there was a heavy load on top here, a bigger mass. So these are the kind of questions you'll be getting. A big mass over here. It might be a building that is serving to computer servers, stuff like that. Then again, the hinge formation is not always going to be just like this. We don't know how the building has been designed. We don't know, for example, if I look at the plan, there are few columns here, and then there is just one row of column here, and then there is a shear wall here and a column here. This is not going to behave like this. You know what I'm saying? It could be like this, it could have been rotational, it could have been sinusoidal, it could have been cosine function, it could have been a torsional function. These are functions. Okay? So, this could be again a question. Draw various types of rotations and hinge formations that are possible in a building. Okay? Right? How this is happening, I've explained this to you. That हमने वो discuss किया था water की टंकी which is on the roof. Another example would be, if you want to understand this, what if I have a spring pendulum उल्टा कर देते हैं. So if I have a pendulum and I have a big bob here, which is let's say M, then a smaller one here, and then a medium size here, and then a very big here. You think this is going to go like this? This is probably going to go maybe like this, this or this. So building hinge formation and sways are not always ha ha and he he. Ha ha he ha ha he. It will take different retarded forms, which is a big nightmare. for engineers to tackle. Then we discussed Margala Tower, the collapse. I don't think you've seen it in life. You were. Uh, but it stayed like this for next 7 years. Yeah? If you pass on Margala Road F10, 4 साल 5 साल तक ये ऐसे ही था क्योंकि there were a lot of inquiries going on, lot of investigations, lot of studies, international studies. People came from क्या कहते हैं उसे Rose College, USA and stuff like that to study this collapse. Where then this land was being sold, it was like this for good 4 or 5 years. What I want to show you was, this is a picture that you see all of the slabs and beams are intact. What has happened here? Column beam joints, so they've stacked on each other. So true plastic hinge formation example could be seen in this diagram. So now this is a global failure. Do you see global and local? Mostly global. Mostly global. अगर आप ये देखें, these entire sections are completely intact. There are barely any cracks here. Can you believe that? This is a beautiful example. And look at that. Here, if you see this particular point, can you see this point? इसमें से पूरा column joint गायब हुआ हुआ है. The whole joint is disappeared. And if you see, if you follow the beam behind that, it's all there. Wow. Same here. Look at that. Look at that. All of the beams are intact. So what has happened? Eventually in the earthquake, these hinges formed and they were plastic and then they collapsed, and you see these slabs hinge formed over here, stacked on top of each other, and columns nowhere to be seen, decimated, disappeared. Do you get the feel of it? It's nothing theoretical here, but if I give you a picture of a collapse, let's say a real life building collapse, and if I ask you to identify it, you have to identify it and make a diagram like the one I made, okay? And I'm sure 70% will make exactly the same thing. So it will be something different. Different engineers had different theories. I was appointed through Supreme Court. मेरे जो teacher थे, Dr. Yaqub, I was his assistant. So the submitted report we gave was material inconsistency. 3000 PSI की concrete was 700 only. Rebars were of बहुत ज़्यादा, माल में 2 नंबरी थी. मैंने कहा इसके बहुत रीजंस बने थे, कोई फाइनल समरी इसकी बनी ही नहीं कि ये क्या हुआ. 6-7 इन्वेस्टिगेशंस थी, बट ऑनेस्टली as a matter, it's a failure of Pakistan Engineering Council. Nobody still knows what happened. There are 7 to 8 theories of it. कोई कहता है नीचे पानी की टंकी थी, कोई कहता है कि जी मटेरियल ठीक नहीं था, कोई कहता है जी वो तो लंदन में था, CCC builders. You know who went to jail? Do you know who went to jail? Not the structural engineer, the architect. ये तो वो बताएगा बाद में. ये तो लॉ ऑफ द लैंड है. जो है सब पकड़ो. इलेक्ट्रिशियन तक को पकड़ा गया था. Everybody who was here was caught. The structural engineer took a flight that night and went to UK. अपने इसलिए वीजा लगा के रखा हुआ है. Dr. Hafiz Sheikh was the structural engineer, and his fault was not design. His fault was negligence. He was signing certificates on every slab without investigating, without seeing, just for few amount of live and kicking. कुछ भी नहीं होता. क्या होता है? You kill somebody, you have a crore rupee, you can do that. It's not a problem. That has happened many, many times. That's the land. That's the law. That's the we live in. Don't talk to me about this. I'm so up till here with this country these days. ये सब कयास राइयां हैं। जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिपोर्ट्स हैं वो मैं आपको ईमेल कर दूंगा, उसको आराम से पढ़ना, वो 150 सफ़ा है कि ये मोटा है ये पतला है, ऐसा नहीं है। ये दर्जियों वाली बात नहीं होती स्ट्रक्चर्स में, यू हैव टू बी वेरी प्रिसाइज। अभी लेक्चर मैं करा लूँ, मैंने फिर प्रोजेक्ट भी देखना है, बट अभी जो चीज सीखने वाली है वो प्लास्टिक है, इंफॉर्मेशन। बीम पतली है मोटी है बाद में देखेंगे। सो नाउ वी आर कमिंग टू आफ्टर दैट। अब I want you all to imagine you have been called to inspect a building and you have to identify कि कौन सा क्रैक कैसा है, to classify, to see and to at least communicate to your engineer कि यार ये मैं देख के आया हूं, what do you think? Okay, so the first of all is a flexural and bending crack. Flexural and bending crack in tension and compression are induced under the bending force. Very, very simple. Let's again go to the example of a pen or a beam. Let's say a simply supported beam. If I apply load here, it will take a deformed shape like this. Where is tension and where is compression? These are the kind of cracks you will see. These cracks will only be in mid-span. I repeat, the cracks you see close to or in the range of mid-span will be essentially flexural or bending cracks. ठीक है? So if you given an exam, what kind of cracks these are based on location, I'm giving you a very, very insider tip. If they're somewhere in the center, if they are here, and if they are in bottom, they are tensile, flexural, or bending. So if you see anything that is hanging like this, maybe a wooden plank, and you see if it goes bending like this, obviously it's a bending or flexural, we call it flexural. So the cracks will appear here. Okay? So if you see this beam just exactly where this thing is hanging, if you see cracks here, there and then they are your flexural cracks on the bottom side. Are there any? Then they are flexural cracks. Again, you can see this. Hey? They are purely flexural cracks then. Mid-span पे very good. हर बीम में crack है. There is a flexural crack, and that's okay. To be honest, it's okay to be there. This building has sustained good 10-15 years. It is going to crack slowly and gradually now. Yeah, crack, not fall. Cracking is something that does not mean that you'll have global failure. That is why I just taught you. This is local failure. This is not detrimental to the building. So again, if you go to a house, to a building, and you see minor flexural cracks like this, that does not mean you say कि building रहा नहीं बनाए. You will tell him कि जी ये flexural cracks हैं, आप structure engineer को बुला के ये दिखाएं और उससे एक second opinion लें. Excuse me. जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मैं ठीक ठाक फर्स्ट क्लास. Zero amount transfer. मैं देख लेता हूँ, 10 मिनट देते मैं क्लास खत्म कर लूँ. मैं देख नहीं. So you see flexural cracks here? Any questions regarding flexural cracks? क्यों होते हैं? Very simple. There is a loading pattern on top. जो इसकी अब लाइफ स्पैन है वो अब चल रहा है और हल्की हल्की बेंडिंग इसमें आ रही है जो कि है परमानेंट, विच इज देयर। सेकेंडली जो ये क्रैक्स आते हैं ना, अब इसके टेक्निकल रीजन है। टेक्निकल रीजन ये है कि ये कंक्रीट की अगर लेट से बीम है, तो स्टील रीबार यहां ऊपर है, you have cover, rebar is up there, so the stress distribution is not all the way down here, the stress distribution is here, ये वाला part एम ही है, it's a cover, it has zero, नहीं ये कवर में आ जाते हैं क्रैक्स, दे नॉट स्ट्रक्चरल क्रैक्स, बट ये होते फ्लेक्चरली हैं। सो फॉर एन आर्किटेक्ट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये बीम में फ्लेक्चरल क्रैक्स हैं। सो द मोमेंट यू एंटर अ बिल्डिंग, द फर्स्ट स्टेप यू टेक इज you walk around and you see mid span of every beam. Okay, do you see flexural cracks or not? You take your notes. This building exhibits flexural cracks at the mid span in living room or dining room. You start taking your notes. You have to make a report and you take a picture or two for the engineer, not for your own assessment, for the engineer's assessment. Next, हो सकता है छोटे में भी यार, व्हाई नॉट, कुछ भी हो सकता है, अल्लाह की जमीन है, 5 फुट पे भी हो सकता है, 50 पे भी हो सकता है। स्पैन हैज नथिंग टू डू विद दिस। यू वॉक इन द रूम, यू गो लुक एट द बीम, इफ देयर इज अ क्रैक इन द मिड स्पैन, you write it down, flexural crack. That's it. Do not look at the span, do not look at the depth, do not look who's sitting inside the room, what color is the furniture. Look up there. If there is a crack, write it down. Flexural crack noted in living room, beam number 1. बस इससे आगे आपका काम ही नहीं है। इफ यू वांट टू गो इन देयर, फिर आप उसका स्ट्रेस एनालिसिस सीखें, बीम डिजाइन सीखें, फिर वो आपको समझ में आएंगी बातें। So you see, there is a point load in the middle. Mostly, this is just to show you always flexural crack in the middle. Is everybody with me on this?
This video shows an under-reinforced concrete beam being tested in bending. The specimen is made from concrete containing regular Portland cement.
So this is a simple beam under
is
2-point load
reinforcing
test.
steel.
We loaded on 2 points.
The loading diagram
Again,
shows the beam
three
being
body
subject
diagram.
to 4-point bending.
One side is what kind of support? The other side is, look closely. पिन के नीचे क्या है? पिन के नीचे क्या है? Roller. Gora in London, British. This is how British show roller supports, not Americans. We are taught American engineering, so we'll put a simple roller like this. They put it like this. Okay, FYIs. Just don't get confused, but yeah.
Being subject to 4-point bending.
So you keep applying the load. You have dial
The testing rig
gauges.
is now starting to apply vertical loads to the specimen, and we can see that.
Can you guys guess where the hinge formation will be? How many hinges do I see here? How many real? How many plastic? 1, 2, 3, go. 2 what? 2 real, yes. How many plastic? How many plastic hinges? Good. Pathetic. Anybody else? How many plastic? हाँ जी, बीम की डेप्थ ते ए ते ओ ते hinges कितनी है? Excellent. There are going to be 2 hinges here. It's going to be rotated from 2 points. See where it is going to break.
deflecting and starting to crack.
But look at it, how many hinges
This
will be
means that
formed.
the steel in the beam is taking up the tension
Look closely. Is it not rotating from here and here, and it is going up from here? It's a rotation that you see.
that is developing in the lower half of the section.
If it is flexural failure, where did the first crack appear? In the middle.
So if we take a closer look now, We can see the cracks opening up as the steel takes the tension. The steel starts to yield, which allows the beam to deflect greatly, and eventually the beam fails. The graph initially shows a linear relationship between applied load and vertical displacement at mid-span.
So we see range formations here. Oh, what is wrong with this thing? So today we'll talk about shear crack. We did not discuss shear stress, shear force, anything to do with shear, but today we'll have to. I want you all to take a piece of paper in your hands, put it in front of you, something you can tear apart. Perform destructive testing. But don't yet. Control your emotions. Don't. So now let's do this engineering wise. You're not going to tear it apart. You're going to hold this paper like this. And I want you to imagine this x direction, this minus x direction. I want you to apply two forces opposite in direction to each other. Apply two forces opposite to direction in each other. This is called shear force. Okay? When two forces applied opposite to each other, very close to each other, that's shear force. Again, another example is your scissors. You're applying forces opposite to each other. You know, that's why they actually call it shears as well in America. बड़ी वाली कैंची को कभी कभी वो shears कहते हैं. Can you get me shears? Because it's a shear force. So you shear force when two forces, is a car colliding in front of each other a shear force or an axial force? अगर एक गाड़ी हेड ऑन कोलिजन करे दूसरी गाड़ी को, what kind of force will that be? Axial or shear? What did you apply right now? You applied a force here? Or did you apply the force here? Where did you apply it? You did it opposite, but it was parallel, not collinear. One was here, it was not here. Had it been collinear, तो फिर ये क्या बन जाती? Axial. Excellent. This would be axial what? Axial compression, tension? Compression. So, by definition, opposite, collinear in one line is axial. So this is axial, but then this is shear. Well, how is it shear? It's not going to be collinear. So if I give you a question, identify the forces in the following diagram. Okay, we can do this right now actually. In this system, this can be a question, and this will be a fun question. Now tell me how notes will help you on this. If this is F1, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay? And this is force at E, and this is force at let's say F. So what kind of force is point B experiencing? Let me do this. What kind of force is B experiencing due to F only? F1 only. What kind of force is point B experiencing due to F1 minus everything else? What a bunch of idiots. Bending. Can't you see? How will this form? This force is going to take it with this like this. How is it shear? How is it compression? You'll have to get these concepts right, my friend. मैंने कहा सिर्फ B, only B due to F1. Point है ना? B point है. Forces are F, these are points. Okay, another one. What kind of force is B experiencing due to, let's say this is F2 and F3. Due to F2 and 3. Shear. Because it's opposite and it's not collinear. Good. If I have a force here, F4 and point G, what kind of force is point G experiencing due to F4 and F1? Axial what? Axial compression. It's like this. You need to get this right. Then another question. This is a pin support, so it resists Fx and Fy. ठीक है? The question is, if F4 is equals to F1, what is Fx greater than 0 or not? If F4 is equals to F1, is Fx greater than 0 or not? Why? Let's say now if F1 is equals to 10 and F4 is equals to 20, what is the value of Fx? Now what is the value of Fx? Why minus? Look, it's opposite in direction. Minus would mean this way. Reaction hai ye. Obviously 20 minus 10, what is left? 10. So Fx will be equal to 10. But they're opposite, na? Had this been like that, तो फिर होता, you're partially right, I would give you half marks. F4 और F1 की कहाँ सेम है? दोनों के एरोज ऑपोजिट हैं. तो F4 जो है ये ऐसे आ रहा है 20 minus 10, क्या रह गया? She's actually right, it's minus 10. Wow, well done. It is going to be opposite direction. Very good, well done. See, if she can do it, this encourages me to give these kind of questions. Why is she being able to do it? Is your father an engineer? A doctor? Did he help you in any way? Then why can't you guys do it? Although a doctor would be useless as well, but still. So now, again, you've walked into the room. The first thing you have tried to identify is the flexural crack. This is sequential, by the way. The second you see is shear cracks, and shear cracks will be on column, beam, joints, and they will always be in 45 degree. Diagonal, yes. 40 to 50 degree, nearby 45 degree. So if I see a crack here, which is here or there, and it is 45 degree, I am going to be very alarmed. and you are going to write your report. Shear cracks observed, write this down. Shear cracks observed on column beam joint displaying potential plastic hinge formation in the case of severe seismic activity. ये एक्चुअली कोड की लाइन है, ये रटी हुई है मुझे भी. Shear cracks observed on column beam joints displaying a potential formation of plastic hinge in any future severe seismic activity. I wish to bring that baseball bat someday, you know. I'd like to feel it in my hands. Is it light? Is it heavy? Is it wood? Or is it aluminium or what? But I saw that उससे तो aluminium के बनना शुरू हो गए थे हम. They make it out of some alloy. In any future severe seismic activity. So you have to go in and you don't have to understand, you just need to know यार shear force एक होती है और उसकी वजह से ये shear cracks कहाँ पे develop होते हैं. Okay? Let's look at a shear force example. You see, again, this is the support, this is the beam, column beam joint, let's say, and when you start seeing, there will be always like diagonal cracks. Everywhere you see a very nice, perfect 45-degree crack. Shear force. Doesn't matter. It's for you, it's just to identify. This is an identification course. You need to identify. Kisli hua, kyun hua is not your problem. That's for structural engineer to come and identify. Your problem is just to identify कि इसमें क्या है. So I'm going to leave all of these things for your next structural engineer teacher when he's coming next semester. I'm not teaching well. I'm really busy next semester. So continue from here. I'll talk to him and I'll take these cracks and everything from here point on. See, 45-degree cracks. Do you see them? Yeah? They're always diagonal and always on supports. Do you make money to be happy? Why? Huh? So you make money to happy. But it works the other way around. You have to be happy to make money. I'm telling you, that's such a weird rule of life. If you are going to be head down and struggling to make money, it is never going to come to you. But if you're going to be happy, if you're having fun in your life and you're coming, this is the other way around. For a very long time of my life, I kept following, yaar, ye karte, ye kare. But then I said, F it. Let's just be happy. And then it started coming in itself. So it's a very, very different rule. So primarily structural cracks हमने सिर्फ दो ही पढ़ने हैं, shear and flexural. Now we come to non-structural cracks. Zanana cracks, मर्दाना खत्म हो गए. These are the ones who are just there. And they will cause no damage. That's a compliment. The Mardana cracks will cause damage. These are just easy peasy going, comfortable cracks to be with. Don't get so finicky and gender biased. I'm not, don't worry. So shrinkage cracks are just surface cracks. They mean no harm and they are random. Please pay attention. This is important. So surface cracks hain. You go and somebody tells you, ये देखें सारी दीवार पे cracks हैं. If they are like a spider web, they don't mean anything. They don't follow a pattern. For a crack to be structural, it has to be on a good location. कहां पे? इट्स अ वेब, लाइक ऐसे 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 45 डिग्री है. या दिस बिल्डिंग हैज क्रैक्स. But these are, matlab, I don't know, the plastic hinge has not formed yet, so be relaxed. So, there is no regular pattern for shrinkage cracks. In a section, they occur in the weak area depending on the evaporation of water, surface, concrete. Further inadequacy of reinforcement also causes cracks on the surface when drying. So there's nothing to be worried about, they're just cracks. But you need to isolate the structure cracks from non-structure cracks. Now we need to come to a very important 70-80% of the houses in Pakistan are affected by this thing, settlement cracks and differential settlement cracks. Learn this word, you will see this so many times in your life, you have no idea. So this is a house standing, a typical two-story building. So you build this on a soil. What is it called? A strata, right? Suddenly there is a road here and there has been started water percolation. And after 5 years or 10 years, there is water body being captured here. And this particular soil loses strength. Reduction in strength. So this foundation here, let's say it's now 0.85 ton and this has become 0.5 ton. What will happen? Yes, lekin partially. It is going to settle. Going down is called settlement. But then if it is going to happen to a particular area, that will be partial differential settlement, differential settlement. It's not going to happen to the entire house, it's going to happen to one particular corner. Yes, we're coming to that. So it will be observed. Now let's look at it in terms of forces. What is going to happen? I'm recording it. It's recording. Yep, it is. It's 47 minutes actually. So now this part has a mass. It's going to go down. F1. Okay? And this part stays intact. So it's going to be a reaction. So what kind of force are we seeing here? To shear force. Excellent. So what kind of a crack do we see? Shear crack. And how is a shear crack always? 45 degrees. So if all the walls you'll see, I'm sure half of you have seen this in your houses. If you're living in a relatively older house, you'll see small diagonal lines going from here to here. Have you? Have anybody? In old houses, particularly in my house, there is a shear crack. It's a huge, horrifying crack, but I'm okay with it. So this is how partial differential settlements works. If one part of the structure settles more than the other part, then this difference between two settlements is known as differential. First of all, the word says the settlement hota kya hai? Ye pura ghar hai. And over a period of time, every house in 5 years sinks down 2 inches. Okay? Every building settles 2 inches. Ji? Q is a question because compaction occurs. You know what compaction is? What? हाँ, but technically speaking, जमीन में क्या है? दो कंपोनेंट्स, एक सॉइल है और एक एयर बबल्स हैं, voids. So technically compaction की definition लिख लें आप. Removal of air from soil is known as compaction. So that is why they have percentage. जी इसको हमें 95% compaction achieve करनी है. इसका क्या मतलब होगा कि 95% bubbles निकल जाने चाहिए, 5% और ओके. वो 5% किसी का अब्बा भी निकाल नहीं सकता, जो मर्जी कर लें. That will go away with time. And that is why every geotech report is designed for 2 inches of settlement. Always, always and always. तो फिर वहां से 2 इंच नीचे आ जाएगी. What kind of a question was that? The scary question. तो फिर ये ना बोलना अब 4 इंच ऊपर बना देते हैं, फिर 2 इंच नीचे आ जाएगी. Oh, thank God, not this class again. Excuse me? तो होती नहीं है, आपने क्रैक देखा होगा हमेशा. There is always mostly there are cracks to the entrance of the house. Have you seen that? Mostly when you are entering your houses, if you have a step up, step down, there is a minor crack line over there because the house has gone down, and the step, because they did not build it 2 inches above, stayed there. And so if the whole thing goes down, it's called settlement. But if a particular portion goes down, it's called yes, differential settlement. हाँ, होती है. So now this has settled, this is stayed up, and this particular part is going down. What will you see? The cracks in walls, obviously. क्या discussion हो रही है? कुछ तो हो रहा है. Obviously you were saying something was coming out of your mouth. What was it? I'm not asking you, I'm asking her. So you see stress over here as well, because this was the slab, it's coming down. When you see differential settlement of this sorts, it's going to exhibit everywhere. This is important. I can put this on the paper as well. What is the angular distortion? Angular distortion is the ratio. So if this has settled 1 inch and this has settled 3 inch, the angular distortion between them is 1:3. Distortion. This is the distortion. It has angled out, right? Everybody okay with that? मोस्टली मैंने तो यही देखा है कि साइडों से पानी की पर्कुलेशन हो रही होती है, क्योंकि जब सॉइल रिपोर्ट होती है तो उस वक्त सब ठीक होता है. स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली देयर इज सम वाटर कमिंग इन, या साथ वाले ने कोई बेसमेंट बना ली है तो सॉइल वीक हो गई है. समथिंग हैपेंस टू द साइड लेटर टाइम. लेकिन बिल्डिंग तो नहीं बैठी ना, बैठ गया. चलो कोई बात नहीं, खैर है. उधर आयतल कुर्सी टांग दो, कुछ नहीं होगा इंशाल्लाह. So differential settlement, causes of differential settlement. Unequal intensity of loading on the foundation by the superstructure. So for example, पानी तो अलग हो गया. इस तरफ आपने जो है वो सारे घर के मोटे मोटे अफराद यहाँ रहते हैं और पतले पतले वहाँ रहते हैं. This is going to settle. So have a balance, you know. कुछ मोटे इधर, कुछ मोटे उधर. Or maybe in terms of seriousness, if there is a If you have a computer server room in your house, so it's like massive commercial level. If they're in this room and nothing in this room, that might settle. Then maybe अगर आपने अपने गांव से आटा मंगवाया सारा इधर रख दिया है और इधर जो है वो सिर्फ फिजा रहती है, तो that will settle. तो तुम भी जो है ना उसके ऊपर बिस्तर डाल लो अपना. Unequal swelling and shrinkage of the soil. Soil can be surprising if you have a bigger house. Let's say अगर 2 कनाल 2.5 कनाल का घर है and it is going to have different kinds of soil here and there, that might create a problem. Erosion of the soil. Compound pani or parnala or ye or wo, it all comes down to erosion of the soil. ठीक है? That can be due to the deep trees below of the foundation, roots चली जाती हैं, पानी की percolation है, ये सारा कुछ उसमें होता है. This, you see, is settlement. This is expected. This will happen. Building ने बैठना ही बैठना है. उसका एक ही तरीका आप building 2 इंच ऊपर बना लें. No other way to stop that. So you know when it comes down 2 inches, you know आप बिल्कुल ठीक level पे आ गए. So that's total settlement. Okay, I mean, think of it. I mean, I'm actually now intrigued by the idea. Why can't we just make this building 2 inches above? Like, if we make it like this, and it comes here, this is perfectly leveled. Most probably. So, पहला step हमेशा 2 inch plus बनाए. So total settlement is when your whole building comes down, and differential settlement you can see some parts are up, some parts are down. So you need to identify those parts. The ones you think will come down, make them 2 inches above, remaining 2 inches down, and you have a building looking like a Kathak dance. And when it settles after 5 years, it will be perfectly level. बिल्कुल ठीक. I agree with you. मैं तो अब डिबेट ही नहीं करता किसी के साथ. बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. Again, residential is our problem. We see this a lot. Differential settlement cracks. Non-uniform, there is no settlement. The building was perfectly fine. Tipping settlement, forget that. It's again a differential settlement, इसको हम कहते हैं. Tipping settlement and differential settlement in पाकिस्तान में एक ही होते हैं. But इसमें crack appear नहीं करते. The whole building is like this, but there are no cracks. But since this is a class of identifying cracks, just go to the differential settlement. Again, you see one particular part comes down. What is the degree of the crack? And you'll see them mostly on the corners of the building. So you'll in the entire building का ये corner है शायद यहाँ हो सकता है, वो परला corner है वहाँ हो सकता है, but दरमियान में भी हो सकते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है एक कोना भी हो सकता है, एक particular part भी हो सकता है. I've seen many different types of. Because this entire lecture is about you going out there as an identifier of defects. You as an architect of a project have been called upon कि जी आपने 3 साल पहले बिल्डिंग डिजाइन की थी, जलजले के बाद ये क्रैक्स आए हैं या ये क्रैक्स आए हैं, प्लीज आके सी कि क्या मसला है. आपने सुपरवाइज किया है वो प्रोजेक्ट, आपने पैसे लिए हुए हैं उसके, तो आपने स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर किसने हायर किया है? स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर किसने हायर किया है? आर्किटेक्ट ने किया है. Architect is on top of everyone. जब आपके पास client आएगा, this is the hierarchy. You don't know this? Nobody told you this. This is the basics of project management of architecture. पढ़ा नहीं है अभी तक? Okay, this is how it goes in the market. Maybe, wow. The client comes to the architect. मैंने एक घर बनाना है. The architect hires an MEP engineer, a structural engineer, a site supervisor, and if need be a who? Contractor architect mostly hire नहीं करते, but if need be certain subcons. But this is, let's put a dotted line there. So you will be paying him. Since you are going to pay him, you are the responsible person. आर्किटेक्ट्स को इंजीनियरिंग क्यों पढ़ाई जाती है? सो दैट यू कैन सुपरवाइज देम, सो दैट डोंट मेक यू इडियट्स। नहीं जी, यहां कुछ नहीं हो सकता जी। कभी कभी होता है, कभी कभी आर्किटेक्ट्स दे डोंट वांट टू वर्क विद स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर्स एंड दे से कि जी आप इस तरह करें। आई डू दैट विद सैफुल्लाह सिद्दीकी कि आप स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर को हायर कर लें एंड ही कैन रिपोर्ट टू मी, बट इवन देन ही इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर हिज वर्क। So now MEP is, you know what MEP is, right? Mechanical, electrical and plumbing. Oh, sorry. And then again, if this is a big project, I'm talking HVAC as well. You are the granddaddy of the project. If anything goes wrong, nobody is going to go structure engineer. The phone call is going to go to the architect. हाँ जी, क्रैक आ गए हैं, तशरीफ ले आए जरा, कल तो बनी थी बिल्डिंग। अच्छा, मैं इंजीनियर को भेजता हूँ। ये नहीं होगा, कहेगा जी पहले खुद तो आके देखें। तो ये जो क्लास पूरी चल रही है ये उस पहले विजिट की है। अच्छा मैं देखती हूँ, ये तो फ्लेक्सुरल क्रैक्स हैं, ओके, फ्लेक्सुरल क्रैक्स नोटेड इन द बीम, ये सर शियर क्रैक्स हैं, ये तो सेटलमेंट की इनकी आप फिक्र ना करें, सब सॉइल का मसला होगा, ये वेब बना हुआ है, ये तो श्रिंकेज के कंस्ट्रक्शन को है, किसको जलील करना है। लेट्स से अगर शियर क्रैक्स हैं तो स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर को बुला के उससे पूछा जाए, यू विल मेक अ रिपोर्ट एंड यू विल सबमिट इट टू द क्लाइंट। Did you talk to the structure engineer if you have hired him directly? If you have hired him, then you call him to your office. So how is it no your problem? Tell me now. No, seriously, it's a friendly discussion. How is it not your problem? It is your problem. You have a problem when there is something wrong in the building, as I told you. When Magala Tower went down, the architect didn't नहीं, मैंने तो सिर्फ एक्सटीरियर किया था, मुझे ना लेके जाओ जेल। उसने कहा तू आना पहले जरा। He was napped first. उसके बाद अच्छा अब बताओ इंजीनियर कौन था सर? ये था, वो कहाँ है? वो तो चला गया। इलेक्ट्रिकल वाला इलेक्ट्रिशियन उसको भी लेके आ गए थे कि वो भी जेल में रहा 1 साल। वो कहता था मेरा क्या काम है। बट या यू वुड एक्सट्रीमली फनी राइट, बट ही स्पेंट 11 months इन जेल कि मैंने सिर्फ बिजली का काम किया, मेरा कोई लेना देना नहीं था इससे। बट ही स्पेंट 11 months इन जेल, इधर भी और जामशोरो यूनिवर्सिटी में भी। डॉक्टर अलवी साहब थे, ही वॉज इन जेल फॉर गुड 3 years। उनके साथ ही बड़ी ज्यादती हुई थी, साइट ही चेंज कर दी, सॉइल की रिपोर्ट ही डिफरेंट थी, सारी बिल्डिंग में क्रैक्स ही क्रैक्स आ गए, इलेक्ट्रिकल वाला, प्लम्बिंग वाला, एसी वाला, सब जेल गए पहले। फिर उन्होंने कहा कि बारी बारी अपना अपना लॉयर करें और अपने आप को डिफेंड करें। दैट्स हाउ लॉ वर्क्स। यू go to the jail. Same is with the blasphemy model. I say you perform blasphemy, you will go to jail first. They are not going to ask you की कि नहीं की, पहले तो आप जाएंगी लोकल पुलिस स्टेशन, वहां आप रहेंगे 1 हफ्ता, then you have to prove yourself that you did not do it. That is what people say is wrong with the blasphemy law. मैं सुबह, I have good contact with the SHO here, I give her a complaint, what's your name? Momina ne has performed blasphemy by XXXX things. They are not going to talk to you. They are going to come and grab you and take you to the thana. And you will say, मैंने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं, मैं तो यहाँ थी नहीं, वो एक बात की बात है। And then you will take next 3 to 6 months proving yourself wrong, right, sorry. And that's how it is God doing. That's again in the architect's business. A very famous architect, I don't know if you know, Nagar Ali Dada. He spent 3 years in jail. Al-Hamra fell down. Al-Hamra was a big, and it fell down because of the structure engineer. He was nabbed that particular night. Google कर लें आप. He went to jail first. I've never said that. I've never said better or anything. No. Never. I have never said that. I've just said that your life is far more tougher than engineers. I've never said that I am better, engineer is a better. I said a career could be better than architect's career. I've never said an architect is not better than an engineer. Yeah, engineer is better. Both are very decent and respectable careers, but the lifespan, the way I've seen in my 22 years of experience is architects suffering. They are suffering. Engineers are making money and they are much more happier. Architects have to work 10 times more than we have to do. We are more richer than them. Trust me on that. Kaise? Because okay, for example, okay, I'll give you an example. I'll give you my life story altogether. So I graduated in 2004. Okay, as a civil engineer. The earthquake came in 2005. And in 2006, there was a massive business for structural engineers, not architects. And I used to charge 35,000 rupees per visit in 2005, when today के 2 लाख रुपए बनते हैं. So in 2004 and 5, I used to take 105 A की wagon from G11 to Melody and this and that. And I used to look outside the window and say, यार ये कौन से लोग हैं जो गाड़ी खरीद सकते हैं? And in 2006, I bought myself a brand new 0-meter Camry. Something happened. It was luck. Nothing that. But structural engineers got a propulsion. मिलते ही नहीं थे उस ज़माने में. ठीक है? Then I thought design is good money, good money, good money, because from zero to average, it was just 3 years. Then I got a job in UN, stayed there for 2013. Then I said design का काम, design करते करते. And I saw design is not making me money at all. I mean, where is that crore rupees and this and that? You know who made that money? I identified the contractors. एक business मैंने किया, Zong का headquarter design किया. Zong का. ये नहीं जो इधर इसी road पे याद है. The entire complex. Saif के साथ मिलके, he was the architect. It was a 50-50 project. In 2009, the fees was 2 crore rupees. It was okay fees at that time. Amounts to 6 crore rupees today, 3 times kar lo. 2009, and I was what, 4 years out of university, 27, 28. I got rich pretty early, by the way. So it took us 2 years to make that money, and we were very happy. We made this. After gaadi khareed li, maine khareed li. We were happy. I went to X place and had a lot of fun there and partied and this and that. And then I came back and had partied more. And then my mom thought I should get married, but nonetheless. Then I thought, one day I was sitting there and they were doing the accounts. Do you know the architect's fees was 2 crore rupees, and what was the amount of money paid to the contractor? 3.2 अरब रुपए. And मैंने अपने लिए कैमरी ली, सैफ ने अपने लिए सिविक ली, and he bloody bought a 0-meter Mercedes Benz. And that was the tip of the iceberg. यार ये क्या है? हम डिजाइन कर करके मर गए हैं, ये साइट पे आता ही नहीं है, इसके 4 सुपरवाइजर खड़े हैं, रन ऑफ द मिल काम है इसका. सैफ बेचारा, सैफुल्ला सिद्दीकी, वो अब जो गंजा भी हो गया बेचारा, काम कर करके मर गया काम कर गया, रातें लगा, कभी कागज के साथ क्या बना रहा है, कभी ये यार इसकी थीम अच्छी लगेगी, ये है वो है. हम उसकी मिन्नत लगे, दे यार डिजाइन, खुदा का वास्ता है. He was the one who made billions. We were the ones who were ended up with nothing. We bought cars and had fun. शुरू से यही है. And then in 2013, I resigned from my job. I almost shut down my consultancy. I gathered all the money I had and my father, and we bought some land, industrial land in Hatar Industrial Estate, and we put up the first factory. Styrofoam होती है, thermopore की. That spitted out money like anything, and it's like, यार ये पैसे तो इंडस्ट्री में. What the hell was I doing till the age of 35? ये क्या कर रहे थे हम? डिजाइनिंग का काम. जो मैं आके कहता हूँ ना, फिर क्या हुआ? We started doing design builds. Then I did my first startup, Foamcraft, sold it off for 2 crore rupees. Next year I did another startup, Jazri Steel, sold it off for 3 crore rupees. And then ever since, एक industry लगाई, 2 लगाई, 3 लगाई. Now I have 3 factories. Money is not a problem. I'm not exuberantly rich, but I'm pretty comfortable where I want to be in life. Only because I left designing. Had I been a structural engineer, you tell me, तुम structural engineers के दफ्तर गए हो? कितने structural engineers के पास देखा गया ये जिस तरह मैं हूँ? एक भी नहीं होगा. सबने दाढ़ियां रखी होंगी, टेढ़े निकले हुए होंगे उनके. सबके यही हालात है. कितने पैसे लेते स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर? 2-3 रुपए पर स्क्वायर फुट. राइट? 2 रुपए 3 रुपए स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर की फीस थी. That is why I resigned and quit. नहीं यार, this is not my lifestyle. So if I'm going to design all my life 2 crore square foot, that's going to amount to what? 4 crore रुपए. आर्किटेक्ट के लिए भी नहीं. आर्किटेक्ट बेचारा कितना ले लेता है? 100 रुपए. 100 रुपए ले लेगा. अब उस 100 रुपए में से उसका अपने कितने 30 रुपए बच जाएंगे उसको, और वो कितने अरसे में काम खत्म होगा. करें. लेकिन किसी ने कहा कि इंजीनियर्स आर बेटर देन आर्किटेक्ट्स. नो, मैंने कभी भी नहीं कहा डिग्री कंप्लीट करी, बट कॉम्प्लीमेंट विद समथिंग एल्स. Do not go into design for God's sake. There are going to be 800 other designers with you. Please, please, please read this book, Blue Ocean Strategy, which changed my life. Blue Ocean Strategy. Read this book. It's going to change your life. If you're going to do again the same thing, get an office, do the design work, जलील होते रहेंगे सारी जिंदगी. Settlement cracks, differential settlement cracks, they're all the same, and that's the end of the lecture. Wish you all the best. Thank you for being good students. I'm sorry if I've said anything to hurt anyone. Eva, why are you saying that? I'll see you guys next week, but if you don't want to come to the class, that's okay. You can come late. It's just going to be a class of projects, okay? We'll do the samosa party. We'll just put them there. Have your drink, have your samosa. And yeah, I have a kitty. I can bring it if you want to yours. I have a lot of